Hello everyone, welcome back to another video related to ecosystem. In this video, we will know about the function of ecosystem. In the previous video, we have already discussed about the components of ecosystem and those components combine together to perform various functions which can be understood by the following topics. In today's video, we will mainly focus on the first basic function of ecosystem, that is the energy flow. As we know that in ecosystem, the transfer of energy is in the form of food, and this flow of energy is based on the two basic laws of thermodynamics. The first law is about the law of conservation of energy, and this law states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it is only transferred from one form to another. As in the ecosystem, we see that it is only the radiant energy that is transferred into the other organisms. This radiant energy is converted into biochemical energy with the help of producers by photosynthesis, and later on only this energy is converted and transferred into the other organisms. The second law describing the flow of energy states that energy transformation involves the degradation or loss of energy from a concentrated to a dispersed form, and this loss of energy is described by the 10% law of Lindemann. According to this law, only 10% energy is transferred from one level to another. This is because when energy flow takes place, then there is some energy which is lost as heat in the each step. Next, we will know that what are the energy flow models. The behavior of energy in ecosystem is known as energy flow, and this can be explained with the help of various energy flow models. There are two types of energy flow models. First is the single channel energy model, and second is the Y-shaped energy flow model. The study of energy flow models make us understand the following points for an ecosystem. First is the efficiency of a producer in absorption and conversion of solar energy. Second is the use of this converted chemical form of energy by the consumers. Third is it also helps us to know about the total input of energy in the form of food and its efficiency of assimilation. We also get to know about the loss of energy through respiration, heat and excretion. And last, most important is we know about the gross net production of the ecosystem. As here you can see, there are two single channel energy flow models. The first one was given by E.P. Odum in the year 1963, and by this model he explained the unidirectional flow of energy in three trophic levels. He also explained that as the flow of energy takes place, there is a gradual loss of energy at each and every level, which results in the less energy available at the next trophic level. The second one, this model was given by Lindemann in the year 1942, and in this model he gave the unidirectional energy flow of freshwater ecosystem. He explained that out of the solar radiation, only 1% is utilized by the producers in the photosynthesis, and after that at each and state there is successive decrease in energy. So by these two single channel energy models, it is clear that there is unidirectional flow of energy. Second, there is progressive decrease in energy at each and every trophic level. Third, there is also corresponding decrease in biomass, but the correlation between biomass and energy may differ according to the situation. Now, let's see the Y-shaped energy model. The Y-shaped energy model are also known as double chain energy flow models. These models were more realistic and more acceptable because they conform to the basic stratified structure of the ecosystem. They also told that the micro-consumers and macro-consumers differ greatly in the size-metabolism relation. Third and most important feature of this energy flow model is that they separated the grazing food chain and detritus food chain. Let's know more about the food chain. As we know that the transfer of energy takes place from producers through a series of organisms to consumers, and this process is known as food chain. In other words, we can say that the simple chain of eating and being eaten away is the food chain. Here, the producers form the first trophic level, primary consumers form the second trophic level, secondary consumers form the third trophic level, and the top consumers are the fourth trophic level. These are represented as T1, T2, T3 and T4 respectively. Before knowing the types of food chain, let's know some important points on the food chain. Generally, in simple ecosystem, there are only 4 trophic levels, but in highly complex ecosystem, there are 5 trophic levels in which the tertiary consumer is present between the secondary consumer and top consumer. Second point is that in a food chain, energy flow is always unidirectional. Third point is that the shorter food chains provides the greater energy. And fourth point is that decomposers are included in the last trophic level. Now let's see the types of food chain. There are 3 types of food chain. The first type of food chain is grazing food chain. This food chain begins with producers and in successive order it goes from small organism to big organism. Basically, the grazing food chain starts with green plants which are eaten by herbivores and which in turn are eaten by carnivores. The example of grazing food chain is the grassland ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. The second type of food chain is the parasitic food chain. This food chain also starts from producers, but in successive order it goes from big to small organism. As here you can see, the tree is the biggest organism in size and the protozoan species are the smallest one. The example of parasitic food chain is the tree ecosystem. Now let's note one important point about these food chains. These food chains are directly dependent on solar radiation and they have rapid energy flow. The third type of food chain is the detritus or saprophytic food chain. This food chain starts with dead organic matter which are acted upon by the decomposers. In this food chain, the consumers are bacteria and fungi. The best example of detritus food chain can be seen in the mangrove vegetation, which you can see here. In this figure, you can also see the different types of food chain, and this interlinking of food chain is known as food web. We will know about food web, but before that, let's note some important point on the detritus food chain. The detritus food chain is very slow in the energy flow, but the magnitude of energy is great in this because there are large number of decomposers involved. Second important point is that this type of food chain directly depends on energy. Now let's know about the food web. As we know that ecosystem can be very small or it can be very large also. In the big ecosystem, there are many food chains which are interlinked together on different trophic levels, and this interlocking pattern of different food chain is referred to as food web. In the food web, the transfer of energy is unidirectional but by the many alternative pathways, as here you can see by this figure. One important point to note on the food web is that the complexity of food web in the ecosystem describes the stability of that ecosystem. That is, much the food web is complex, more stable and permanent ecosystem it will be. So at last, now let's see the difference between food chain and food web. Food chain is a linear sequence of organism, whereas food web is an interconnection of many food webs. At last, let's see the difference between the food chain and food web. Food chain is a linear sequence of organisms, whereas food web is an interconnection of many food chains. In food chain, the members present at higher trophic level feed on single type of organisms, whereas in food web, one organism has alternate food sources. In food chain, the energy flow can be easily calculated, whereas in food web, it is difficult to calculate the energy flow. In food chain, the competition is limited only to a member of same trophic level, but in food web, the competition is amongst member of same and different trophic levels. So that's all for today. Hope you liked it. We will come back with another video. Till then, thanks for watching.